Hello, dear family. We have made it to the Yellow Sun Wavespell, the last Wavespell within the first castle of the Tzolk'in, the Red Eastern Castle of Turning. I realized I haven't even mentioned castles when I began with these videos, but I'll do that now. Castles are 52-day cycles composed of 4 wave spells. 4 times 13 equals 52 that you can learn more about through the video, the 5 Destiny Castles. If you're kind of new to this, you might also want to check out the videos, the structure of the Tzolk'in and the structure of wave spells to make sure that we're speaking the same language. So this is how the wave spell of the Yellow Sun looks like, with 13 units, beginning with the Yellow Magnetic Sun and ending with the Yellow Cosmic Human. Yellow Sun, or Ahau by its Mayan name, is the last solar seal within the Tzolk'in, representing a projection of the Sun within the galactic calendar. Our Sun is the central coordinating organism of our solar system, a transmitter-emitter of the pulsations coming from the Hunapku, the cosmic central sun in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy. If you want to dive deeper into exploring the Hunapku, you can check out the video Hunapku, the Cosmic Core, and also the video the binary sunspot cycles to familiarize yourself with the cycles through which our sun sends out and receives information from the galactic core. Our sun is the source of heat, light, and life for our solar system. The sun is a key element in our planet's evolution. Its rays carrying not only heat and light, but also information that upgrades our being and our DNA. Yellow Sun is an emissary of solar life force, of the divine spirit that gives birth to the whole movement and the forms and shapes of this world. Being a projection of the sun, he connects us to the center of the universe that at the same time is within the center of all human beings, within the center of every atom, molecule, or particle in this universe. Yellow Sun reminds us that we are in every moment at the center of all that is. And this isn't some egotistical claim meant to inflate our superiority complex. In truth, we are the universe experiencing itself in human form. We are the source that has fragmented itself into millions of souls in order to explore itself. Our experience is at the center of all that is, but so is everybody else's experience, since we are all the manifestation of the divine into flesh. So Yellow Sun is here to illuminate the path that leads us on our journey of remembrance of who we truly are, a child of the sacred central sun, a reflection of cosmic consciousness. The Mayans believed that we're connected to this cosmic source of light and love and wisdom through what they called the Kuksan Sum, the energetical umbilical cord that links us from our solar plexus chakra all the way to the sun, and from the sun to the cosmic central sun. Yellow Sun reveals to us that no matter where we might be in this universe, through the Kuksan Sum, we are always connected to the cosmic consciousness. After passing through the wave spells of the Red Dragon, White Wizard, and the Blue Hand, Yellow Sun represents a time when we are finally able to radiate our light into our surroundings. Also, just as the Blue Hand and the White Wizard are hidden powers of one another, so is the Red Dragon and the Yellow Sun. Yellow Sun is the light bearer of the universal light, an agent of awakening. It's a time of enlightenment, and I love the elegance with which the Mayans describe this stage of enlightenment as the ability to be ourselves fully without fear, doubt, shame, or guilt towards who we are. He illuminates our being, making us completely aware of all of the things that are blocking us from fully accepting and sharing our light with the world. He liberates us from everything that is blocking us from experiencing and radiating our true divine nature. But to reach this point of absolute freedom and acceptance of our nature, there are a lot of things to unlearn. What happens in this world as we progress through our human life, because of the structures that play in our society, is that we reject who we are out of the desire to fit in. We feel that the world isn't able to see or to feel or to accept our light, so what we do is that we dim it or even turn it off. It's not just our darkness that we might be repressing, but also our light. We might feel that our light draws too much attention, judgment, or lack of understanding from people around us who have become so enveiled in their own darkness that they reject any type of light around them. So it just seems easier to turn it off or to hide it from the world. But by rejecting who we are separating ourselves from our true essence, from our light, from our gifts, from our divinity. In the shadow aspects, yellow sun can end up feeling separated from the source. Since the source or God is within, when we separate ourselves from our true nature, we are separating ourselves from the oneness of source. In the human world, there is this very deep separation within our consciousness between the material and the spiritual. There is this split between the rational who pursue the realm of science and the spiritual who pursue the realm of spirit, as if the two aren't interwoven. Also, many people end up rejecting spirituality and the concept of God or divinity, mainly due to the fact that religion has been used as a tool for manipulation and control. But Yellow Sun is here to help us heal our connection with the source and everything around us, and to dissolve the illusion of separation. He dissolves the separation between our human mind and the absolute wisdom of the higher mind of the universe. He teaches us that we are one with everything and that we are already whole. And when we realize that we are already whole, that the universe has given to us everything we need, and we don't really need anything from outside of ourselves because all is within, we are free from all of the constraints that are making us act in certain ways in order to get love, recognition, understanding, or approval from the outside world. And from this place of total self-realization and self-acceptance, we can radiate a huge light of contentment, love, and joy from our hearts. One of the things that Yellow Sun can struggle with in the shadows is exactly the ability to see its own light. Because our inner light isn't something that can be seen through the physical eyes, it's very easy to lose our awareness of it. And in this world of polarity, we kind of need the darkness in order to fully appreciate the light in all of its glory. We cannot see the stars during daytime. The flame of a candle and the light it emanates cannot be appreciated at noon. But when the darkness creeps in and the night has come, that's when we can see the stars, we can see the candle, and we can appreciate its beauty. Which is why, in this world at least, we have to go through the process of diving within the darkness in order to be able to see the light. And Yellow Sun in the shadows can end up feeling a very deep unsatisfaction towards themselves, especially if they aren't fully being themselves. And this pushes them further and further away from unconditional self-love, which is one of the keys for being ourselves fully. So if you're struggling with self-hatred or the feeling that you're a horrible person, Yellow Sun brings the fire of the sun to burn away those deceptions and to help us let go from all of the things that are keeping us from fully seeing and experiencing our light. And it's important to keep in mind that the sun doesn't need anyone's approval or recognition to shine. And even when it's cloudy outside and we cannot see it, its light is always there. So even if at times it might be hard to fully see our light and to feel it, this doesn't mean it's not there. It just means that our view is clouded by the distortions that made us forget about our divine essence. But when we gain the ability to tap into our inner light, to feel it, to see it, we can overcome any obstacles or barriers, distortions or illusions. So this wave spell is a time for bathing in our inner light so that we can allow it to wash away all of our sorrows, all of our pains, all of the distortions that keep us from being ourselves fully. Or it can be a time where we realize just how far away we are from being ourselves, and we can see all of the illusions, distortions that are keeping us stuck and separated from our true nature. And all of this can be a very uncomfortable process. I experienced both sides during Yellow Sun wave spells. But as we begin expressing unconditional love not only to ourselves but to the whole world around us, we become able to embrace our humanity and to accept ourselves and others unconditionally. And Yellow Sun empowers us to become a beacon, a source of love and light and wisdom through self-contentment, wholeness, and centeredness. Also, Yellow Sun is an energy that brings a strong inner peace and contentment, making us completely fulfilled with our own being and our existence, embracing everything that life brings to us. But in the shadows, Yellow Sun can end up compromising its inner peace in order to maintain the outer peace. Meaning that because it's an energy that really hates confrontations, it just wants its peace and quiet, it's going to try to avoid those conflictual and confrontational situations by keeping its mouth shut. So this means he's going to hide his truth, his opinions, his wisdom, and his light in order to not upset other people. But this can only work for so long, because if there's no peace within, outside peace becomes impossible, since the outside world is a reflection of our inner world. So in the beginning, following the dream spell calendar, Yellow Sun days or wave spells would put me in conflictual situations, and I used to be terrified of saying the wrong thing and making matters worse by expressing my beliefs. So I would just say, yeah, sure, whatever you say, or okay, let's do things your way. Basically compromising my inner truth in order to accommodate the other person. But what I learned was that if I keep doing this, and I keep things only for myself, a lot of anger and frustration is going to build up inside of me, and this will actually lead to a much more bigger conflict than what I was trying to avoid by keeping my mouth shut. And Yellow Sun taught me that if I keep my center and if I don't take things personally, and obviously the other person is doing the same, rather than having a confrontation with the other person, we can simply share our different opinions and listen to the other without fighting about who's right. And this itself is an art that I keep perfecting, but the inner child loves coming up and taking things personally. So during this Yellow Sun wave spell, take the time to tap into your inner light. Are you allowing your light to radiate in your surroundings like a bright and shining sun? Or are you unable to see your light? Or are you afraid that your light isn't going to be received by your environment? What's keeping you from feeling and seeing the warmth of your inner light and being yourself fully? Are you feeling your connection to all that is, or are you stuck in the illusion of separation? Are you whole, or are you trapped in the distortion that you are not enough? Are you compromising your inner peace out of fear of confrontation? Are you hiding yourself away not to hurt or bother other people with your opinions and your way of looking at the world? So for any other questions about the Dream Spell calendar, or if you want to explore your galactic identity through a galactic signature decoding session, send me a message either on my Facebook page or on my email. Don't forget about the upcoming workshop, Initiation into the Dream Spell calendar, 7 hours of diving into the basic codes of the calendar so you can understand how to follow its cycles and integrate them. You'll find the link to the event in the description of this video. It's on the 23rd, 24th of October, so in the red week of initiation from the self-existing month of the owl. And don't forget that registration is needed in order to participate. So, wishing you an enlightening wave spell, and I will see you on the Red Magnetic Skywalker. in Lak'Ech.